Hi everyone, this is CoinDog here, checking back in. So with this video we're going to be having a look at the Rocket Voltic. Firstly how to get hold of it in the game, and secondly how best you can use it. So this car is basically the Coil Voltic from the Supercars class with a big rocket strapped to the back of it. It's a fun car to use. It doesn't really have much use in terms of gameplay. You can't use it in many missions, you can't use it in races or anything like that. It really is just a fun car to have. So we'll go into how to get hold of this car now. So to get one of these cars, all you need to do is just go to Warstock Cash and Carry, scroll down, click on Voltic there, and then there's two prices you can pay. You can either pay 3.8 million or 2.8 million. Now to get the cheaper price, you firstly need to do something. You need to firstly successfully steal 20 cars in the import-export DLC work and store them in your car warehouse. Once you've done that, you'll then will have unlocked a special mission. You need to complete that mission, but make sure you complete it as a CEO, not an associate. Once you've completed that mission, you'll then unlock the cheaper price, so you basically save yourself £1 million. So once you've got your Rocket Voltic, it'll then be stored downstairs in your warehouse. You can't get your mechanic to bring it to you, which is quite annoying. However, if you go to the interaction menu and then go to request vehicle and then request special vehicle, as you can see here, then you can choose it from the menu there. And it will then be delivered to you wherever you are on the map. Most people don't seem to realise you can do that, and people have been complaining that they have to keep going back to their car warehouse every time they need it. So there's just a little handy tip for you. If it blows up, then it takes 5 minutes before you can get another one brought to you, so just be aware of that. So once you've got your Rocket Voltic, you definitely want to take it to Santos Customs before you start flying around in it. Make sure you get the armour fully upgraded, because of the flying around that you'll do. You'll hit a lot of things, it'll explode very quickly if you haven't got the armour. Upgrade the brakes, the engine, all that sort of stuff. There's no visual modifications on this car, which is a bit of a disappointment. There's no new bumpers or spoilers or anything like that. So, but of course you can change the colour and personalise it to make it look how you want and put some nice wheels on it and that sort of thing. And that's it, you're good to go with your car. So as you can see in these videos that I'm going to show you now, it's very easy just to send yourself flying and get yourself in a bit of trouble with this car. So I'll show you a few examples of what not to do with it, and then we'll have a look at what the best way to use it. So firstly, don't use it when you're turning or when you're not in a straight line. As soon as you press the button, which is the analog stick in, and you can see what happens there, it just goes out of control. You can't really steer the thing once you press that button, so make sure you're pointing in the right direction first. And just be aware when you press it, I have a couple of times managed to get myself stuck on roofs that you can't get back off very easily. I was alright with this one, but there is ones out there that you can get stuck on. Now, the best way to use the rocket is not to do what I've just done there. So you don't want to use it when you're leading up towards a ramp, because by the time you hit that ramp, you're going to scrub off all that speed. And in that example, you don't really go much higher than you normally would do. It's not the way you should use it. And then this is a better way, but still not the best way to use it. So as you see, I've used it to head up the ramp, and it's still going as I'm in the air there, but it's not the best way to use it. You can see I've flown quite a long way. This is quite funny actually, because it wasn't staged at all, but I just randomly land on top of a car there, which was quite amusing at the time. The best way to use it is what we're going to see here. So don't you make sure it's fully charged. Don't use that rocket until you're in the air. So once you're in the air like that, then use it, and then you'll see how much further we fly through by doing that. If you see where I landed before on top of that car, I've obviously gone 100, 200 meters further than that just by using it in the air in that way. Here's another example here of just how far you can go. It's absolutely awesome to use this car. It's just brilliant fun. I was a bit disappointed with this one. I was hoping I was going to be able to land it on top of that building. I have done that once before, but I went that little bit too far. Hopefully you guys can see how fun this car can be. So just going back to what I said before, this car, it's not a particularly useful vehicle. You can't use it in races at all. And you can only use it in like free roam missions and stuff like that. Anything that has a loading screen where you would then pick a vehicle, you cannot use this car except for obviously the Voltic mission. So just be aware of that. If you don't do anything in free roam, then it's not worth buying the car. It's a lot of money to spend on something like that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just a funny one to end on. As you can see here, as I said, the car, it's uncontrollable once you press that rocket, and I veered off to the right as I was going up that ramp. I thought I was going to land on the bridge, but unfortunately not. I went straight over the bridge and wrecked the car in this little pool here. If you wreck the car, you have to wait 5 minutes before you can call another one, but it's free to get another, so that's always a bonus. So that's it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe, like and comment on the video. Follow me on Twitter for more great updates on more content that I'll be bringing to you soon.